other types of modeling that I mean, I've been involved on several network modeling projects in brown goods, white goods, even paper distribution in Europe, and also drinks. Actually, I come to think of it, and there are probably a number of others, but they don't come to me right now. Largely, the advantages of modeling with, I believe the advantages of modeling with a tool like SO99 are that beyond the reliability of the stock models that are included in the model, it's the flexibility, I think, which allows you to change your data sets, modify your parameter sets quickly and easily. So sometimes even with just very, very simple queries. You know, when you're doing, and we're not talking about implementation projects, we're talking about, let's say, modeling projects.
Right.
So here you go in the back door. You can use the front door as well. I mean, there are lots of ways to use the front door. If I want to modify my service levels or change certain parameter sets, I can use the front door in SO99 and very quickly get new results out.
So just to clarify for people that are watching, there is a classification of software that is called network design.
Yeah.
And this is what determines where location should be, and then after that becomes a supplied network. That's not what SO99 does, but it still helps the analysis, the network analysis by...
Yeah, well, it supports this analysis by actually identifying what would be the effective inventory requirements given a certain objective service level for the network. The effective inventory requirements at the different tiers or locations or nodes in the network. And we can do this because we model from the SKUL level upwards. And when you're talking about inventory, you're putting spark plugs on a truck. Network modeling tools, as I said earlier, they don't need to know whether it's a Bosch or a BMW or whatever it is. When you're stocking it, you really do need to know, because you're going to have two different stocks. And we model at that level, and we publish our results at much more aggregate levels, but if you want to drill down, you can. Mm-hmm. I think one of the other serious advantages of this is that when you're doing strategic studies, the problems or the efficiencies get lost when you translate the strategic aggregate numbers that you've got and and let's say the strategic outline that you want to implement into operation. So you have to go down to the execution level, and you lose levels of efficiency partly because of the nature of the modeling itself. It's done at very aggregate levels. The nature of the modeling that we do is because it's based bottom up, and we make our strategic decisions and we change things maybe from the top down. When we've finished, you can take an SO99 database, give it to the customer and say, go ahead. He has an operational database, the database that can be implemented. And the levels of efficiency, because it's already at the SQL level, it's already operable.
So we learned from this video that network analysis can be supported by SO99 by showing the inventory implications of changing the network design. This is a different type of analysis from network design, which is primarily concerned with optimal facility location. This again comes down to both the level of detail that SO99 can model, as well as the complex reality-based assumptions that are contained within the application.